Wow, that's a strong kid right there.
Because you can do it. Your body will hate you at the end of each day. And we have a major problem.
There's my wife putting into work this morning, moving the chicken coop. Kind of a wet area they're in right now, and it's been raining the last week a little bit off and on, so it's just stayed nasty. So we're giving them a good little move. Not sure where she's gonna put them this time.
All right, you guys, I came to move the chickens this morning, and as I had their fence halfway gathered up, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna let them out. I'm just gonna let them free range completely and see how it goes. I know they should go back in the coop at night, so I don't wanna move the coop far from where it's been. They've been in this little section over here. So I'm gonna leave the coop right here so they can find it. But I'm just gonna let them do their thing and hope for the best. It should be fine with the dogs out here and the rooster, and the fact that they've been used to staying in one area near their food and water. I think they'll be good. The playfulness is coming out. It's because she's afraid of the fence, but since there's no fence, now we've got some chasing. So that's why she's on a leash. Chase does pretty good. He's a lot older and he's used to our chickens. Right, Chase? You're not gonna chase?
This one's mine.
Oh, Lainey's chicken. Okay, and you see already they are just still huddling under their coop. So the point of letting them out of that fenced-in area is that they really quickly kind of pick through all the bugs. This is gonna give them the ability to go free range and eat bugs just from like a much larger space, and they should be a lot happier being able to do that. Okay, so in order to train a livestock guardian dog to be safe around your chickens, one, always keep them tethered. Do not trust them, right? Especially before they're 2 years old. Just don't. They might make you think that they're safe, but they're not. Chickens are basically living, breathing, squeaky toys to dogs. So it's like very tempting for her. Just watching them, honey, leave it. I just keep giving her the command, leave it, which is what we say when we want her to kind of ignore something or let it go. And then over here, what Everly's doing is holding the chicken and talking sweetly to it. Honey, sit. All right, show her how you talk sweetly, Ty. Like, show her how we love the chickens. They're super observant. They watch what's going on around them. And when you bond with them and they know who their shepherds are, they will watch what you do and they will see that, okay, my people love these birds. As long as you have that bond with the dog and they see you as like their shepherd, they're gonna learn from you. They're gonna watch you, see what you do. When they see that you're loving and caring for something, as soon as those guardian instincts kick in, they will want to love and care for the same things that you do. So, you know, for us, it's gonna be our children. It's gonna be our chickens. It's gonna be sheep and hopefully a dairy cow. So we want her to see us spending time with, taking care of, and loving on things that we want her to bond with and kind of see as her flock to protect. This is hilarious. They have all this room, but they are literally all just right there. Okay, so another note, John and I have been out here trying to clean up. You remember that big overgrown patch in the middle of our property? We are finally clearing it out. We want to be able to use that space. There was a lot of stuff. So far we've taken down some trees, we've gotten a bunch of brush out, a whole bunch of scrap metal. It's hard to tell, but it looks like so much better. We still have like a ton to go through, but let me walk you guys and kind of show you. Okay, so basically along this whole line here was just overgrown, like as tall as me, bramble. There's so much stuff in here. I don't even know where to start, but like you couldn't see through it. So now we can actually almost see our creek. Once we take this stuff out and clear a little more over here, we'll be able to see the creek from our back porch, which, are you excited about? Totally. Okay, this is wild. So this is all bramble, thorns, all kinds of stuff. This is all a bunch of metal scraps. There's some bed springs, like some rocking chair pieces, tire, just a bunch of junk in there. Those are some trees we took out. You can kind of see we're taking out these willow trees, like this one right here, because they're so branchy. I don't know if you can really tell, but there's just a ton of little teeny branches and they just completely obstructs the view. Like that's a willow, that's a willow, that's a willow, that's a willow. And you see how you can't see through those. So we're gonna leave the sycamores, that's these big guys. We're gonna leave the sycamores and maybe a few of the tulip trees, like that one right there. But we want to clear all this up. There's a bunch of charred tree stumps. I think they cut a bunch of wood down, drug a bunch of trees out and just burned them. You can see at this. Can you see this? It is like, it's as thick as my finger. Like that is, look at that. Well, I'm gonna get the pole saw because that's gonna be a lot of, oh, that one broke easily. That one was dead. It's gonna be a lot of hacking. There we go. These brambly vines, one always reminds me of The Lion King. Y'all remember when Simba rolled off the cliff and was lost in the, I imagine this is what that was like. Two, this is 90% of this area. So it's a whole lot of like Indiana Jones. That's what I feel like. An explorer. And hello.
Oh, there's a cat back there, careful.
Or like a swashbuckler. Hi, is that Smokey? Yeah, it's one of ours. I just was really nervous that we just gathered another cat. Okay, this was gross. It's a squishy log. I thought you should text Jody and just say, hey, how are you? What do you think?
Maybe.
Ready?
Oh, goodness.
Oh!
It's the queen of machetes.
John's laughing at me because I did this for half a day yesterday and my arms hurt. Ah! You can't cut through that?
Just did.
Took 2 tries.
Because the angle was a little off the first time.
All right, now cut all this. It is fun though. Watch, once you start swinging. Ah! Watch your toesies. I guess you could cut the bottoms and then put down. This is a labor of love, but you guys, if you could just see that, it all looked like this. Like what you see here, all this is what that looked like. And now it's clear and we can see through it. It's amazing. Once we get that big stump out of the way. All right, get it. Yeah. Ah, all the green is terrifying because it's literally all barbed vines. Oh no. Look at that. Dude just threw a whole tree.
I mean, this one maybe like 200 pounds.
Can you grab this one by the end right here? And maybe the Barbies will come with it. Oh, I'm tripping on a tree. That is brutal. Do you guys see all those barbs on that?
Here, Chase, get the stick. Get the stick, boy. Good boy. Get it. Get the stick.
He's like, I don't know how to do that. I feel like Johnny Appleseed.
Nice!
These things are kind of pretty, but they're also invasive. So, and they take up a lot of space. They're literally everywhere on our property. And another half of the reason why we can't see anything through those woods. Ow! Oh, a little branch snapped right on my nose. Felt like someone just rubber band snapped me. Oh, that didn't feel good.
You want me to take care of this for you?
Yes! I know. I'm weak and helpless. And I need you, big strong man.
You need your gloves.
Oh, look at that. Such ease. It's like you didn't even...
Wasn't nothing.
Wasn't nothing. That means it was something.
Was nothing to be known of.
Why didn't I get that?
Anything else you need?
I wish I recorded. I just inhaled my own hair. So that's a first. That was epic. I wish I would have recorded it. I'm gonna have him cut down some of these trees and y'all can watch.
Ty is about to pull the tree down. Now push the tree down, Ty.
Briars are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Why are we gonna put a cow here if there's a bunch of briars?
There's not gonna be. We're clearing it all.
Oh. Where are you gonna put all the briars that you trample?
We're gonna cut them all up and take the rest of them and put them in a burn pile.
Oh.
You can do it, Ty. Okay, here she goes.
This way?
Yep.
Won't it knock down that tree in front of it?
No. You can do it, Ty.
Can we clear these thorns? Plagues.
Oh yeah. Well, now you do. Can you pick it up from the bottom
I can try.
and then pull it out this way?
Like that?
Yeah. There you go. Is it too heavy?
No, there's a bunch of leaves getting stuck.
That's what I'm saying. Can you lift it straight up so you're not dragging it? But okay, here we go. Now we're on to something. Tyler means business. Whoa! Go up that way. Now walk that way.
Walk
That way.
this way?
Yeah.
This is heavy.
Wow. That's a strong kid right there. Here, hold on. Let me cut it in half so you can just take one at a time.
Hi. Can I cut it?
No. All right, now we're back in business.
All right, she's fired up.
Don't trip. That was like a little Super Mario hop. Further. Oh yeah, do that because I want to make sure we can really get a good picture of how much. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, you almost hit me in the head. You almost hit me in the head. Remember that time John and I laid how much? 8,500 square feet of sod by ourselves. That's what this feels like. And he laughed at me, but he's been using a chainsaw and I've been using a sickle and a machete to chop and hack down like literally nonstop.
When I was out there working, I was the one bringing the sod while you laid it out.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that my whole body hurts. So, but like so good, like in a good way. We have made so much progress. We are about halfway done. I think we have one more day of like general clearing and then we have to deal with all the stumps and debris and all the piles that we made. We need to put those together and burn them. Maybe cut some firewood out of some of what we have, but can you guys even tell? I just feel like the camera does not do it justice. Okay, basically that is what this used to look like. And so like that's a giant stump, giant stumps, giant stump. Once those are all dealt with, you'll just have a clear shot of the creek. It'll be beautiful, but it did look like this, where you couldn't see anything through it because of how thick it was. Day 3, and we're in the thicket of it. Get it?
I get it.
We're in the thicket of it.
Hilarious.
The thicket, it's in a thicket. And we have a major problem. If I fall face forward into these briars, just put me down. Okay? How much of this is there?
I don't know.
You guys, we found something horrible. This. Watch your face, yo. All this bob wire.
Bob wire.
Bob wire. Isn't that what it's called?
No.
Bob wire?
Barbed wire. You're joking, right?
Bob wire. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Let's get this
This here
rusted
bob wire.
up barbed wire.
Yeah, it all
See See all these little trees standing alone by themselves? That all used to look like this.
With this barbed wire.
With this barbed wire.
Oh my gosh. I think we're trading jobs. I think we should trade jobs.
Oh, look at you.
Oh.
Just a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. Hopefully we don't find too much more in there.
All right.
All right, back to it.
Barbed wire out. I'm gonna need the chainsaw. No, I'm not. I'm gonna need you to get the chainsaw. I don't do the chainsaw. I think, what is this, day 4? We took a break yesterday because it was rainy and cold and miserable. Today was actually, what, like 55 degrees, John?
Yeah.
It was like 55, really nice. Okay, so we still have work to do. I'd like to say the hard part's over, but I think the easy part's over. The next part we're gonna need machinery for. There's no way we could do this without. But here we are. We can see through all of it now. We've gained probably, I'd say like 1/3 of an acre to 1/2 an acre of usable space. We have a bunch of piles like this, which it actually looks really small, but it's not. It's a giant pile of trees. All this stuff you see is like bramble that we just knocked down and beat down the best we could. Hopefully we'll be able to go through and kind of like mulch it over. Considering getting a pig, I need you guys to convince John. I found one, he's not on board, but everything I know about pigs says we could fence them in here and they will turn it into dirt, basically. They like uproot everything. So they would be able to help us. We could partner on that, or it's one. I found one and she's cute and she was somebody's pet and she's just like a smaller breed and sweet. Anyway, okay, so here we go. You can see through all this. Pretty amazing if you ask me. Still a lot. All these thorns need to be mowed over. All these stumps, that's what it was. We thought maybe there was like a bunch of metal. There was metal. We just thought it was like a bunch of junk, perhaps, because there's some woods next to us that there's like literally, it was like the family's personal landfill. And there's trash, like cola bottles, glass 2-liter cola bottles from back in, I don't even know what, like this 50, 60, 70, I don't know, they're old. So we didn't really know what to expect in here, but it looks like most of it is just these stumps, massive tree stumps. It looks like they cut a bunch down. Look over here. They cut a bunch of trees, pulled the stumps, drug it in the center and tried to burn it all, but did it burn? Nay, it did not burn. So now we're left with these soggy, half rotten tree stumps that some of it crumbles, but not completely. So we're gonna have to pull them out. I don't think we could burn them again because they're just wet. Like they don't seem burnable. So we got a lot to do still, but we're gonna have to recruit some help for that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think our mower, our zero turn, is up for that job. But I can't believe how different it looks, you guys. You can't even like see. It's not doing it justice. Let me turn you around. So we kept some sycamore trees. That is one privet that we kept because I said I'd love to have one that's just like a bushy for little birds to hide and nest in and just to break it up and make it different, because most of what we kept are sycamore trees. And then this is our elderberry bush. Can you see it right here? This guy in front produces beautiful elderberries. So I trimmed it up a little. We're leaving that, but all of this pile of stumps will go. All the stumps all throughout it. All this stuff will go. Stump there, stump, more stumps down there, and then we'll smooth it out. And eventually we will probably fence it and put, I don't know, maybe sheep in here or something. Probably some sort of animal. The other option is to clear out some more trees and do maybe some garden stuff, or clear some more trees and use it as a bigger orchard space. So we want to plant fruit trees going down the hill over there with a path through the middle. We could put our path through here actually, that'd be cute. Build a path through these trees. I don't know. Fruit trees over there, but we might take down some of the trees on the ends and plant more fruit trees. I'm not really sure yet, so stay tuned. Thanks for hanging with us. Hope you guys liked this backyard makeover. Get out there, do hard things, because you can do it. Your body will hate you at the end of each day. Then you'll wake up feeling like, man, I feel really good about that. Really productive. I worked hard, sweated a little, and I feel stronger, you know? All right, honey, you ready? Yeah, she's tied up with an electric cable. No, it's not plugged into anything. She chewed through her leash. She's not chewed on this though. Maybe it's the orange color, I'm not really sure. All right, you ready? Do you need help? You need my help?
Get the dog.
Love you guys. See you later.